Greetings of peace and love from Madrid, Spain. It's really a pleasure for me to be able to have this opportunity to share with all of you a little bit of my experience with the divine, with God, with the Father or the Mother. My experience started very early in my life. When I was 8, I had already these internal conversations with someone who was not visible, someone who was invisible, but very clear in my mind. So I had very beautiful, innocent conversations. And my feeling was that I was talking to a universal being, a being that everyone belonged to him or to her, because it was not clear for me what and how this being was. But there were the beautiful moments of conversation. I remember that still and the feeling that I had. But then I grew up. I was an adolescent and then things changed. I went with my friends, parties, traveling here and there. So I was completely disconnected from this experience. But at the same time, I remember that at special moments, I felt protected. And I felt also sometimes like someone was crushing me and giving me some touching so that I didn't lose myself so much. So now after that, I remember that certain moments I received some touchings of even like a voice saying to me, "Hey, Enrique, what are you doing? What are you doing? Stop doing this." But still, I was continuing with this normal life. I was married. I had a daughter. But then after a few years, I was feeling really tired, but especially sad because I was not happy with my life. So I decided to go back to my parents' home in Barcelona and ask them to allow me to stay there so that I can reorganize my life. So they say to me, yes, of course. And then I tried to reorganize my life and I began to search again. And I was searching and finding different disciplines like yoga, macrobiotics. I became vegetarian. So many things happened in my life at that time. And I was feeling slowly more confident with myself. And my life was becoming more happy. And at the same time, these internal conversations and this internal connection, it seems like it was coming back again to my life. But at the same time, was a little bit of confusion, not clarity of how to connect, to whom to connect, and what was that connection. And after 2 years, I met the Brahma Kumaris and I received the spiritual knowledge through the course. And when I received the knowledge of the soul, it was so inspiring to me because I was already feeling that I was something else. But the clear understanding of who am I, a point of light, an energy, a conscious being, I was practicing so much the first year, so much. I'm a soul, I'm a conscious being. And I was experiencing very beautiful experiences. And also I felt now that I was recovering my self-respect. So I was feeling more happy and content in my life. And after that, the lessons of God, of the Supreme Being, the Supreme Soul, again, a soul like me, but supreme, different, special, invisible, incognito, and with whom I can have a relationship. So something awakened inside myself because I had already this relationship, but I didn't know to whom or how. And now I found the answers to these questions. So I was really happy, and also not only practicing the soul conscious state, but also to practice this internal conversation and also this connection with the Father, but also with the Mother, because I had beautiful experience of God as the Mother, receiving this maternal love, that I was more happy already. And during 1 year, the first year, especially in meditation, when I went inside myself, I calmed my mind and I connect with this energy, this point of light, this being of light, invisible, incognito, incorporeal. I was receiving so much love, an energy of love that so many tears of love fall down from my eyes. And before that, I've never cried in my life. Never. So this was the first time I was able to cry, but tears of love. So I was thinking, what's this? This is not my imagination. I cannot create this because this is coming very naturally and very spontaneously. So I was really surprised that something beautiful and special was happening in my life. And someone was giving me love and giving me this energy and creating again this awakening so that I can recognize the one maybe I had already an experience before when I was a child, but now with more clarity, with more understanding, with more clear knowledge of how to do it and with whom to do it. So now, 35 or more years later, I still continue in this spiritual journey, and this relationship has become more mature. And as you can imagine, through all these years, so many things has happened. And sometimes I felt also a little bit more disconnected because things happen in life. But all the time, this being I felt that has been helping me to reconnect again. And still then, I still continue to build this relationship and to experience different aspects of this relationship. Now, I feel that my life has changed so dramatically from that moment, more than 35 years back. Everything has improved. So this relationship has been a great fortune for my life. I feel more happy, of course, more peaceful, more stable, but even my health, my wealth, my relationships, everything has improved. So I'm really happy and grateful for this discovery. And then I had also the opportunity to share this love with other people, to share these experiences with others and to help others also to connect with the Father or the Mother, the Supreme, however you want to call this being. But I've observed that when people are able to connect from the heart, with honesty, with love, very good things happen in their lives. And their lives change dramatically. So I continue with this experience and I continue to enjoy this journey. And especially when I was in India, because the first year I went to India to know more about the founder of the Brahma Kumaris, about how to connect more deeper with this beautiful being. There, I was able to go deeper inside myself and connect deeper with this being. And I felt a deep transformation, especially in my mind. My mind was so calm and my heart was so calm that I was enjoying. And since then, I go every year to find these beautiful places in the headquarters in Madhuban, where you can find this solitude, this silence, and in these spaces, you can connect with yourself, of course, it's the first step, but then to continue to build this relationship, this spiritual relationship, this beautiful relationship with this invisible being. And many people ask me sometimes how you do this connection. And yes, you do it through your mind, with your intention, from your heart, with honesty, and creating these feelings of love. But at the same time, I cannot express with words because it's a very subtle experience. because you don't see anything. Yes, you understand that he is also a point of light, a conscious being. But at the same time, it's like something that is happening. So I would say that you need to practice soul consciousness, to understand that you are a soul, to go deep inside yourself and to silence your mind. And from this point, open yourself to a new perspective, to a new dimension, and understand that you can connect with a being of light who has a personality and who is like an ocean of qualities, an ocean of love, an ocean of compassion, an ocean of peace, an ocean of purity. So open your heart, open your mind, and through your intellect, go there and connect with this being and see what happens. You need to try and to make the effort to connect and to remember, and you will see that beautiful things happen. I remember one of the versions that touched my heart, of the versions of the messages that Brahma Baba, the founder, received from Shiva, the father. And he said, I know that you have passed through many difficulties, but now I don't want to give you any difficulty. Just consider yourself a soul and remember me with love. And all your sorrow and sadness and all your limitations will finish. So when I hear this quote, these words, they touch me so deep in my heart that I start to practice deeply. And I can say with clarity that after 1 year, I had a deep feeling of sadness in my chest here. I felt here. It disappeared. And since then, sometimes, little moments, something came up again, very little moments, but almost nothing now. And I can feel now a very beautiful stability and peace and happiness that comes from this relationship. So my hope for all of you is that you are able also to connect with the divine, with the father and mother of the soul, with the supreme, and create this beautiful personal relationship so that you can transform your life and also share this experience with other people to help them also to connect with the divine so that all together transform ourselves and then can create a better world for all the humankind. This is my hope from my heart with a lot of love. Om Shanti.